How are you going? You could probably read the title of this video, which means you know I'm about to do something absolutely terrible and scary, or something super cool and based, depending on what side of the political spectrum you reside on. However, your main question is going to be, how are you going to achieve this in Crusader Kings 3 in the year 900 AD? What a great question. To explain this as well as possible, I'm going to be using the Glorious Paradox Wikipedia page. Quick warning, if you don't care about this explanation, skip to the number on screen and you won't have to deal with it. Yeah, let's delete that. That's a waste of time. I'm going to explain it as I go. So like and subscribe for me not wasting your time. And also, if you're in the FBI or CIA, please do not put me on a list. I am not a communist. This is for educational, entertainment, satire purposes only. I'm not a communist. Say hello to Marl Karx, the Feudalist Latgalian peasant leader who just so happens to be arrogant and the chief of Coronia. Marl Karx has a vendetta against the bourgeoisie and is ready to transform the world into his socialist communist paradise. Welcome to Coronia. This will be the birthplace of communism in the 10th century. Wow. But how will Marl Karx do it? Well, it's pretty simple. He can't write a manifesto in this one, but he can murder animals. We're going on a hunt. We're going on multiple hunts. We need this number to get to 5,000. Oh yeah, I'll also be expanding, because not only do I want the Feudalist holy sites so I can reform the religion, but I want to spread our beautiful communist ideology all around the world, around a small portion of Europe. Like the Baltic Empire, pretty much. I've just been fighting people so far, but I'm a year and a half in and I've just had a daughter, which is great news because the way this playthrough works is I need to get 5,000 prestige and change my culture before my heir turns 16, and the fact that it's a daughter means I have a chance to get a boy later, but it also means it's time to go on a hunt. We failed. That's tragic, but we still get a fair bit of prestige, so that's okay. Okay, it's been 2 years, it's time to go on another hunt pretty much immediately. You know what, let's just kill the hare, that's fine. I get 25 and I get 225 and a memento. Isn't that cool? You get plus 0.01 prestige. That's big. After that thrilling hunt where I killed a hare, I'm going to go ahead and take Serema while the hunt cooldown's on, because I want 3 Feudalist holy sites. Because then when I'm done reforming my culture, I'm going to reform the religion. Well, I won this, I guess. And now I'm going to go for a hunt because the war's pretty much over and I want to get it done as soon as possible. Okay, let's get the bison, surely. We did not get the bison. Okay. That's awesome. Good RNG. We're at 3.2k prestige, which is very good. I don't have a son, and it's time for hunt number 4. How do I keep failing? Communism's expanding to Samagotia. Communism is expanding. Anyway, time for hunt number 5. Alright, and we'll just let everyone kill the elk because I really just want to kill it. I could also always create duchy titles. And even though it's less value for money, like 125 gold for 300 prestige is pretty bad, I'm still gonna make this duchy anyway. I need it to form the kingdom and then the empire, so I may as well. And now because I have 4,800 prestige, I just need to go on one more hunt, and then I never have to do this ever again. Well, that went very well. Which means we can now change Latgalian's culture to reform it and get collective lands. Now the reason I get collective lands here, by the way, is because for the rest of the game, my kids are going to have the peasant leader trait. It makes it inheritable. So not only is that super good for me because the stats are amazing, but it makes me seem like more of a communist. And even though it'll take 5 years, that's perfect because now I need to go ahead and seduce all my concubines so I actually get a kid. And don't end the bloodline here. And also create the Kingdom of Lithuania, which I'm going to go ahead and do. Oh, a daughter. Alliance 4. Thanks. Only daughters. This is not... It's not really the thing I was hoping for. A son! Marl Karx II. Welcome to the world. That's what I was doing. Say hello. to the Kingdom of Lithuania. Anyway, let's start doing the other part of the plan, which is going on pilgrimages. Oh yes, another one! The famously Latgalian name. Xi Jinping. Now, please tell me why. The Arabian Empire owns Obsidian. Another one. Mao Zedong, famously a great guy. Marl Karx is almost able to form the Baltic Empire, but there's two things stopping him, and one is the Kingdom of Pomerania. And now there's nothing stopping him. Okay, we've created the Baltic Empire. But the Baltic Empire is not very socialist. No, no, no. We need something a bit more Karxist. The Karxist Kingdom of Wealth Equality. What a dumb name. Why? Who would call it that? Anyway, if you were looking at the date, you might have noticed I skipped forward 11 years. And that's because I was really focused on forming an empire. But I also realized after like the third pilgrimage that I wasn't doing the learning lifestyle, which gives you 50% off faith reformation cost. So I really only needed about 5k piety, and I could have reformed the faith 10 years ago if I had used my brain. But I didn't, and that's okay. Anyway, here's how I'm going to reform Feudalism. So first I'm going to drop ancestor worship and get communal possessions, because that gives me +2 piety a month because I get the peasant leader trait as a virtue, and rulers gain piety from marrying lowborns, which makes it super easy to do eugenics. Then I'm going to drop Kudakiz Lempty and instead get vows of poverty, because communism is when no iPhone. But first we need to make progressive policies like accepting deviancy, female adultery, witchcraft, male adultery, and how about we don't accept murder? I think that's not very leftist. We're also going to make mummification a thing, just because we can, really. Bastards don't exist, that's not real, that's a social construct. And monogamous marriage. I don't really think there's a spectrum of marriage. So we're gonna make it monogamous. And now I just need 10,000 piety or to get the prophet trait. But I am infirm and I might die. So hopefully I live to see it. Great news, I just got the prophet trait, which means I can now go ahead and make a new religion. I'm at war, I can't, fuck. I just wrapped up the wars. Let me go ahead and reform the Vitalist faith. Wow, super cool. First and foremost though, let's send all of these people money in hopes that they convert to the religion I make up in a couple seconds. Here's the doctrines. Of course, I have to make it bright red. Do I want to proclaim myself as the head of faith? Sure, let's do that. Okay, we're good to go. Say hello to new Vitalism. Oh, that's more pink than red. Okay. How am I still alive? Okay. Marl Karx died. The Karxist Kingdom of Wealth Equality is now led by Marl Karx II. Ah yes, the Latgalian statue. That is terrifying. Who made that? Can I kill that guy? Now that Marl Karx I is dead, you may be wondering what Marl Karx II could possibly do. And just like in any communist country, as soon as communism was like cemented, it's to do widespread reform. But hopefully this one doesn't lead to the deaths of millions of people through state-caused famines, through poor policy decisions. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. No, instead we're going to be developing our country and doing this very cool thing that you may or may not have heard of in Crusader Kings 3, called playing tall in the Baltic Empire. Fuck, this is gonna be miserable. It's actually super simple though. I'm going to need to stop being a little tribal loser and embrace feudalism. Oh, I'm homely. That's why I look like that. This whole time I've been staring at his face and wondering why it looks like that. But okay, that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, I want to go ahead and adopt feudal ways. Because then I can also get holy orders, which is super cool. And I can play tall and be super awesome. But I also need some era innovations. Fuck. Fuck. Woman Xi Jinping also got it. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay, well, say hello to woman's. Oh fuck. Oh, that's not ideal, is it? A small child. Don't you worry, Marl Karx II. It was all a dream. Woman equivalent of Xi Jinping is not real, and she cannot hurt you. However, it may or may not have given you insight into how you achieve communism to the best degree. Ah, thank you, wise mystical person talking to me. Wow, I sure am ready to make communism better than ever in a more efficient way than what has ever been done before. Thank you for this wisdom. It's all good. Now let's pretend like you didn't just get a disease and fucking die. If I get 500 likes, I will continue that save game as Xi Jinping woman equivalent, but until then, I don't care. However, that did actually teach me a couple things in what I need to do, and first and foremost, it's to merge cultures with either Saxon or Norse, because getting these innovations will take about 50 years. And I don't care enough to do that. So we're going to go ahead and merge cultures somehow. Now I'm also going to become a tribute of the Khazars because they're very strong and I'm not. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and take over some of Sweden because I have just made a split decision that merging with the Norse culture is easier and better than merging with the Saxon culture. Oh my god, yeah, they did that last time. Mammalian Swedish subjugation war. And then that guy just became the king of Sweden. Oh, see? Yeah, these guys want me as their tributary. And I'm going to just take it like a good boy. Okay, we've run into another problem, which is the fact that the Legalian culture has staunch traditionalists. This means if I want to form a hybrid culture, I need 80% cultural acceptance. And although I could do that, I'd rather eat rocks, so instead I'm just gonna change my culture and get forest fighters, and that'll fix all of my problems all at once. Oh god, I have to wait. It's been a year, Daddy. I'm just kidding, it's been 17, and I'm ready to kick the bucket. Even though within that time I did absolutely nothing of note, at least I can go ahead and change my culture. Yippee! We did something. And now that I've gone ahead and reformed my culture, I can go ahead and start increasing cultural acceptance with Norse, and after doing that and getting up to 40%, I can go ahead and form a hybrid culture, and after forming a hybrid culture, I'll have enough innovations to convert to feudalism, and after becoming a feudal kingdom, I can go ahead and start playing tall. You see the problem with this kind of run? It has a 100-year setup, which isn't terrible, but could it be better? Yes. On top of that, I may or may not have made some tactically unsound decisions regarding where my capital is and planning for playing tall. Yes! I got another mummy. That's fucking terrifying. Well, yeah, here's Marl Karx, and then here's Marl Karx II. Don't you look at that and think he's wonderful? I don't. Well, I achieved... Oh, no I didn't. Communism is an own sovereign state in which you have freedom and autonomy over yourself, in which we do not, as the Khazars have puppeted us and own us. This is disgusting, and we need freedom before we call it a day and give up, because it feels like I'm bashing my head against a wall. Why? This game's so cursed. Why is there a Tengri Karluk French king? Who did that? Who did that? Why is there fucking Muslim French people? Tengri? Why is there more Tengri? What the fuck? What the fuck happened to France? I was going to reform feudalism again and make equal gender laws and like actually fix some stuff. Pretty much just equal gender laws. I didn't do that the first time because my daughter didn't have the peasant leader trait. But I made myself the head of faith, and now I can't. yeah, we're still in the medieval times. That makes sense. Yeah, fuck women. There's still one more thing that I must do, and that's to have a truly autonomous state, free from foreign rule. Okay, everything's gonna be awesome. Get them. Let's get these meat shields. Let's get you. Okay, let's get you as well. Why not? Okay, let's hope I don't fucking die. Fuck. 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 Can't. Okay, no, that's fine. That's not fine. That's not really what I was hoping for. That's okay. Go, go, go. Actually, just go, go, go. This is my one chance. If I don't win here, I will cry. Oh my god, there's 18,000 of them. Okay, guys, communism doesn't work. Communism's a scam. It's a stupid system. Ooh. You know, that probably wasn't the ideal outcome I was looking for. Ooh. Okay. And I pay more taxes. Oh, I pay so much taxes. You know, I could have timed that better. I think, yeah, in hindsight, could have literally just waited till he was at war with like 30 people. And then, yeah, I could have probably done something better than what I did just do. The guy just died. This is why communism sucks. Has this been a complete and utter failure? No. Does this prove that communism doesn't work? Also, no, I actually think using peasant leader combined with the collective lands cultural tradition combined with the communal possessions religious tenet is actually pretty powerful and a like weird niche way to play that gives you pretty good stats. Is this the most effective way? No. And that brings us to the biggest point of failure. Being next to the horse people. Yeah, if these people weren't here, it would have been a lot more enjoyable and a lot easier. I think I will probably do this again. Like, not even kidding. I probably will, but it'll either be in Wales and somewhere where I don't have to worry about dying, or it'll be when the Asia DLC releases and I can play somewhere cool and topical for communism, like China or Vietnam or North Korea, and do my Kim Jong-un medieval communism North Korea nationalism roleplay. That's a sentence that just came out of my mouth. I might have been the first person to ever say that sentence out loud. But I do appreciate you watching the video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. Anyway, have a good one.